Okay, survival, yes, normal, and there we go. So the past few times I've gone for Dratini. It's always somewhat effective, but let's try to mix it up. You know, with that in mind, I really should have just done random. But what else could be fun? Mr. Mime. The thing is, you want to pick a rare Pokemon. You know what, let's go Feebas. I haven't gone for him in quite a while. In fact, I don't think I've ever gone for this one. So yeah, maybe it'll work out, maybe it won't. As an alternative, you could have also gone for Gyarados. I'm not sure which would be stronger. Warcraft 2 isn't multi-region, so apparently you should make sure you have it set to Americas if you want to join in. I just know for a fact I have played with it set to Americas and ended up in like Singapore or Europe and with like 500 ping. So the lobby browser might not work, but you'll still get set to those other servers. Let's go ahead and reroll Giratina. Mew's pretty bad, so we'll reroll him when we can. Okay, let's get this to 100%. Once you've spent this many berries, you might as well just top it off. Actually, I really like a lot of the Pokemon I'm being offered right now. Pretty much every single Pokemon here is one of the ones that I like. Like, Electrike is one of the better electric types. Admittedly, though, I do prefer Pikachu. How do you change to... I should have upgraded one. We're probably going to lose this round. But to switch it, so normally where you see the play game button in the Battle.net launcher, it says region/account, like a 1/10 of an inch above that, and then just set it to Americas. Which of these fantastic Pokemon should I go for next? You can either go for Lucario, Sneasel, Lotad, Meowth, Electrike. Probably not going for Zubat. I'll throw a rock at Zubat, Trico, Caterpie, Tauros, and whatever this one's called. What is that? Bonsly? Bonsai? So let's get rid of the garbage. And a Chansey. Yeah, this has been really good RNG on Pokemon I'm finding. Which means when I lose, it'll be extra disappointing. Okay, let's pick up a Meowth. And we have a water type, so I don't think we need Lotad this game. Let's boost the capture rate of Sneasel. Just made the exact mistake I said not to. Once you spend some berries, you might as well finish it. Oh well. Lucario. Oh no, I didn't upgrade my Pokemon again. It's gonna be another loss. Pretty bad one. On the upside, though, we are building up interest, so we have more money than you normally would at this point. That is actually a strategy. You go greedy at the beginning, get a lose streak, get a lot of interest, and then upgrade. But I find due to the variance of the Pokemon at the middle, even if you have a strong lineup, you still always run the risk of dying. Okay, what do we get if we upgrade? Not much. Okay. So let's go ahead and go for the greedy approach of upgrading Meowth into Persian. Persian's actually pretty powerful, and also just, you get 5 gold per hit. Okay, 2 Chanseys. We found pretty much every Pokemon we want from the normal finder. We could wait for some more Meowths, but that's not very important. Next up would be Rock Finder. Got Lucario. Let's try this one. Yeah, I don't really care if that misses. Guess we could throw out a Kangaskhan as well, just get some extra Pokemon in there. You can sell your Pokemon for 100% of, or 99% of their cost. So you can pick up dummy Pokemon and there's not much penalty. Onix. Actually, I'm going to try out Onix this game. Onix I've seen be a pretty reliable tank. We're searching for rocks, he should appear again. Yeah, let's get a Chansey. Chansey requires berries. Zapdos, that'll be rerolled. Despite the fact that it's under berry, when you reroll a legendary, it doesn't actually use one. It's an inaccurate tooltip. As usual, I'll be rerolling from Mewtwo. Or possibly, I sometimes go for Lugia as well. Actually, this is great. Because Persian was attacking a ghost type, it does reduced damage, I'm pretty sure. Which got me a lot of extra gold there. Like 30, maybe 40. which is basically the equivalent of an interest cycle at the moment. Okay, what do we have coming up? Okay, it seems like our water type should probably be upgraded. Huh. Level 30 seems really low for that. One sec, let me Google this. I'm pretty sure the actual evolution is higher, but I could be mistaken. Oh, okay. So normally this Pokemon evolves via item. So, yeah. So I guess technically you could level it up to Milotic at level 1. It's going to be a little closer than I wanted, but I think we should barely pull through here. Nice. Yeah, purple, which for some reason is shown as a fuchsia, is doing pretty well right now in the interest, 110. And he already got a Mewtwo. Nice lineup. Okay, let's throw out some more rocks. We don't need another Lucario. No, no. Yeah, if you have an idea of what you're going for, you should always throw rocks at as many Pokemon as possible to maximize your gold and interest. Feels like we need another Pokemon upgrade. I think 1 level on Lucario, and I don't know if I'm going forward with Kangaskhan. Yeah, so we'll just leave it at that for the moment. I'm pretty sure the Lucario upgrade will be enough for this level. Steel types plus his attack speed usually works pretty well. Yeah, the game is StarCraft 2 that we'll be playing next. It's just one of the options in the Battle.net launcher, completely free. Pretty large download though, I think it's 30 gigabytes, so if you probably want to start that now. Okay, Chansey. Get rid of Diglett. Did I only get... Okay, I got 3. I was about to say, it seemed like I only got 3 Pokemon that round. Okay, I don't think we need it, but we'll go ahead and do it now and upgrade Feebas to Milotic, getting us the Refresh ability, 40% chance to absorb enemy psychic attacks into healing. So if you're against a psychic lineup, this Pokemon's insane, and aside from that, it's usually just pretty well-rounded. Pretty good attack speed, pretty good damage, durable. I think Milotic tends to be a better option than Lapras. They are, of course, different. But if I were going for Lapras, I would instead go for Gyarados, which accomplishes a very similar effect, but is much stronger. Okay, I don't need 2 Aerodactyls. And, alright, there's the Onix again. Let's throw some berries. Alright, so... no need to sell Kangaskhan just yet, but he will be getting discarded since we have Onix. And yeah, Onix gets Cleave, which is okay. But more importantly, when he's Steelix, he is unbelievably durable. Like, from what I've seen, I think Onix might be the strongest tank. Rhyhorn / Rhydon is pretty solid as well, but yeah, haven't seen quite as much success on Rhydon. Because his typing makes him really weak to grass, so Lotad just instantly assassinates Rhyhorn. Yeah, I guess I can post my Battle.net ID if you want to send your friend request now. Oh, whoops. Yeah, so that's what you need to send your friend request to if you want to join up on Battle.net. Okay, reroll Gyarados. Mew again. Pretty bad. Trapinch is solid. He's a... if you're going for a Dragon type / Spellcaster build, he fits in pretty nicely. Wow, we have some insane interest right now. Not... I phrased that badly. In the lobby. 200, 185, 130. That means they haven't purchased any new units for several rounds. Let's take a look at their comps. Okay, so Ninetales for DPS. Tends to be pretty effective. And it looks like Ninetales can also periodically cast a Fireball. Snorlax for tanking. Who else do we have here? Blue. So he's going for Lapras and Persian. And then, yeah. We also had purple. Another Ninetales build. These are surprisingly similar. Or never mind, only Ninetales. I was just looking at purple earlier when I thought I was looking at pink. Persian. Okay. So it could just be that I'm over-upgrading right now, possibly. Interest is the way to survive the late game. If you don't build a ton of interest, your Pokemon will be like level 70s when the computers are sending out level 100s, and you'll just lose. I think it was 3 or 4 weeks ago where I saw the most successful Pokemon interest strategy, where some guy just managed to stockpile interest pretty much every single round, and after a while he was getting 900 interest a round. And when you get that, that basically means you can get one level 100 Pokemon every single round, which really boosts your overall power. Of course, that depends. Some level 100s are more expensive. But yeah, if you get to 2,000, or basically, yeah, more interest, more power, more success is what that boils down to. Okay, let's discard the Bonsleys and the Croagunk, Cubone. Really don't think I'm going Lotad, but 5 gold isn't enough to discard him. Let's just start to bury up a Chansey. $295, so that means interest is about 20-ish% at the moment. Looks like this is going to be a loss for me. I don't have anything to counteract the Ivysaur. It's unfortunate, just with slight... Is there a Psychic type here? That was odd. My heal ability definitely triggered, but none of those Pokemon are Psychic. It's possible that might actually be bugged and heals you for any attack, in which case that'd be insane. Okay, so we need to pick up something to counter grass, which means we could either go for fire, ice, or rock. Pretty sure those are the options. Actually, I can just check this on Lotad. Oh, apparently... Huh. I could have sworn... Oh, no, that's my mistake. Yeah, rock is weak to grass. I inverted that. Okay, so we could go flying, poison, bug, fire, ice. Lapras, of course, would be a bit weak. Okay, let's switch it over. You know, I pretty much never go for flying types. Let's try out Aerodactyl. You know what, why not? Fortunately, I threw a rock at one, and I think this is like a 40%. Yeah, so we will choose Aerodactyl for our flying type in a moment here. I meant to upgrade Onix. I think we're probably going to lose again. Also, his cleave has a larger AoE than you might expect. Okay. Looks like... Seems like we might just barely win this. It's going to be very close. Yeah. 2 hits on a couple of Pokemon. Dratini had a fair amount, but Dratini's level 1, so I think that's like 100 HP. But thanks to that, we did skyrocket to interest number 1. Now we're probably going to fall back to like level 5 interest. Okay, I have no berries. Do we just RNG this? I'll think about it. Okay, let's see the chance. 55%? Those are pretty bad odds. If we upgraded my Lodic, it's pretty expensive. What's the least we could get by with? Onix, Lucario, perhaps. Okay, that was relatively low investment, and we got 2 upgrades there for a lot of extra damage. I think that should suffice. Yeah. Getting that Onix upgrade also helped a fair amount with the AoE damage. Yeah, so this just seemingly triggers on anything. But since it's 40% of the attack that gets healed, since these Pokemon are doing like 20 damage, you're only healing for whatever, 8, and it's not very impressive. Okay, well we had a significant amount of overkill that round. Let's see what we're going up against. Okay, dragon. We do have a dragon type, but a level 1 Dratini is not going to be helpful. Yeah, we really need to get this Aerodactyl. 55%. Let's do it. We got it. Alright, saved a lot of berries there. Let's get 2 upgrades on Aerodactyl. It's a huge overinvestment, but that will cover us for multiple rounds. Which, due to how interest works, is not the way you want to do it, but oh well. Yeah, Aerodactyl should absolutely melt a lot of these Pokemon. He is getting attacked by a water electric right now, which is the worst possible typing. But yeah, we still did just fine. Onix didn't even take damage. We probably could have gotten by without it. Gyarados next round. We don't really have anything to deal with Gyarados. And once he gets his dragon form, he's even harder. I feel like the only good counter for Gyarados is either Gyarados or some other dragon type. And Dragonite would, of course, work for that, but that costs me all my money, which I'm not really looking to do. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Let's throw some rocks at these Rhyhorns. I don't need them. A lot of, really bad rolls on the legendaries this game. Okay, got our Chansey. You always want to put in at least 1 level of the Chansey to get more HP and more healing. Okay, Gyarados is on the left. That's actually what I was hoping for, because Onix was supposed to be on the right, but that did not work out. Yeah, Aerodactyl absolutely melted the Venusaur, which is exactly what we were hoping for. Rock Flying, double effect, or quad effective. Looks like Purple is still stockpiling the interest. Let's see if he's made any changes, or if he's just kind of coasting by. So, Dragonair, Dugong, 40, 50, 30, 30. Seems like he has about as many upgrades as me. I think that really just boils down to his earlier interest giving him the money to get to the same point I'm at without having to overinvest in interest. Okay, let's try to get this other Chansey. Since the 5% base heal is enormous, the more chances you have, the better. Let's switch to Electric. We have our Rock type, we don't need any more Rock at the moment. And yeah, for Electric, I'm going to go for Pikachu. His illusions are really powerful. But if not, the Electrike we have right here will work as well. Yeah, because of my bad early rounds, I'm third to last right. Or actually, no, I'm not. Looks like Maximilian took an absolute beating in that previous round. He's down to 9 lives now. Yeah, I'm guessing this Pokemon Legends match will go at least another 5 to 10 minutes. So depending on how far along your download is, you'll probably be done in time. Wow, it's lucky. First time Pikachu, so we can immediately switch to something else. Well, let's switch over to Psychic. I feel like we want to start getting some dark options. Let's get Pikachu up to Raichu and leave it there. So Pikachu has Quick Attack, 50% chance to create an illusion that does 1.5 times your damage is what the tooltip implies, but it also might mean that it receives 1.5 times your damage. Either way, Pikachu can be solid. You can see the alternative there, which is that Pikachu just dies instantly, and yeah. Probably going to lose this round. It seems unlikely for... Wow, okay. Quite the twist. I did not expect Aerodactyl to get a one-shot on 3 Pokemon to salvage that. Really did not deserve that win. Let's take a look and see how everyone did. Looks like lost. So that's 50-50. The winners had Grass. Ice makes sense. Gyarados is flying, weak to Grass. And Ice. And then, I guess just general dragon typing. Oh no, never mind. He is an Electric. Okay, 4,000 gold. Yeah, that's unbelievable. Purple has 900 interest when 3,000 is only netting me 600. Okay, the next level of Raichu gets you a lot of HP. Since that's his biggest weakness right now, that might be the way to go. Not going for Abra. Okay. It could be a little over too premature in the spending, but I decided to get a Steelix there because we were very close to losing the previous round. 900 is max. That does actually seem pretty likely, seeing as how they both ended up at the perfect 900 amount. Technically, this is the only Pokemon that my Lodic should work against. And it didn't trigger in either of the two attacks. I have no idea what interest does in this game, nor how to acquire it. It's pretty simple. Interest is the amount of gold you get at the end of each round, and you acquire it based on a percentage of your total gold amount. So 4,000 gold became 648 interest. And that's all there is. In reality, less than 4,000. Once again, that was like 3,200 or so. Larvitar is always really solid due to Earthquake, but for variety's sake, we won't be going for Larvitar. Oh, I should have re-rolled Giratina. Perhaps he's not in the stream. I guess I can type it out. Interest is a percentage... let's rephrase that. You get a percentage of your total gold value at the end of each turn as extra income for the next round. Currently, it is around 15% of your gold back as interest. Caps out at 900. So you want to get about 5,000 gold in the bank before you start spending. Okay. Maximilian has 3 Snorlaxes, so he does. Well, those are extremely tanky. 15,000 HP. Steelix at level 70 only has 9,000. I guess the concept is the steel typing will net you more durability. Seems like we need an upgrade. Let's do Raichu. We're almost at the interest cap. Probably be pushed back one round, but we're pretty close. Actually, yeah, 5,000 is the cap right now. So as long as we just stay above 5,000, we'll be fine. Raichu, whenever he dies instantly, it just makes you question your decision making. The game rewards you if you don't spend your money. Capitalists have left the chat. I mean, that's capitalists. I mean, to me, capitalist implies capitalism, and the people at the top of capitalism spend less money or they invest it. So really that seems to be capitalism has joined the chat in a sense. But yeah, you want the people at the basically capitalism, you want to spend nothing and have everyone else purchase your products. That's kind of the capitalist dream. Okay. Let's see here. So yeah, you want a lot of people spending, but you don't want to. Okay. We're going to dip a hair below our 900 bounty, but that gets us a Dragonite, which will be a huge damage boost. Yeah, Dragonite can summon a meteor every 4 hits or so, which does damage to all units in an AoE. Catholics have joined the chat. Okay, let's throw out some more rocks, hopefully get another Chansey, and of course reroll Giratina. Since we've passed wave 20, we now have access to the Master Ball, so if we get a good legendary, we can immediately capture it. Yeah, yellow is in the classic, like, despair pit that I was in several games ago. Like, we're getting 900 gold every round, whereas yellow is getting basically nothing at this point. Okay, let's reroll. Inte? Technically, we do need a fire type. I've never actually picked Inte, so I don't know what his abilities are. But I don't have any interest in Inte. Mr. Mime, I have seen be insanely tanky. Okay. Let's get another level of Dragonite. And here's the ability Draco Meteor. 2,000 damage every 3 or 4 hits. I think it's 3. So when you consider the fact that these Pokemon have, let's call it, 9,000 HP, it is an unbelievable AoE ability. Yeah, and this is why I really like to pair Lugia with Dragonite. Bunny Queen, weren't you considering picking up a Vive or something else instead? So you could get a higher quality headset? I remember you mentioning picking up a headset last week. Well, I mean, I know that I suggested it, but you said you were considering it. By Vive, I meant to say Valve Index. Okay. 6,700, so we have about 1,500 gold to spend here. 100 level Raichu is only 6,800 HP. You know, maybe Pikachu just isn't actually a good choice. You know, I kind of want to go for some EVs right now. I'm going to switch over to EV Finder, which is normal type. Okay. Let's snag the Chansey, RNG it. Good. Let's get 2 levels on each Chansey. And then let's also put a level... I think we can get by without a level of Dragonite at the moment. I feel tired with Warcraft 3. Should I stop playing for 2 years again? I mean, at the end of the day, when it comes to games, you should play what you enjoy. So if you think... Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I would not... Well, it depends on how much you've been playing. I find Warcraft 3, for me, in the last 10 years, Warcraft 3 was kind of my... like, 6 months off, 2 weeks on, and then another 6 months off type of game. At one point, I might have even had a year or 2 without playing Warcraft 3. It's just every now and then I like to go back to my classic custom maps of Fortress Survival, maybe a round of Jurassic Park if I'm looking for something really easy. But yeah, really just Fortress Survival. That one's always fun because mastering a strategy for Nightmare without looking up any guides is just quite the challenge. Okay, what are we going for here? Milotic. Alright, Milotic's solid. So we have about another 1,000 gold we can spend, so I think we can max out Dragonite now, which gets us a 3,000 damage AoE. Honestly, if you could get 5 Dragonites, I think you could probably just go like infinitely in this game. Because 5 Dragonites would mean you're dropping 15,000 damage of meteors, which is enough to kill most level 100s every 3 hits. Valve Index, I was thinking about that if I got the government check. Oh, government. Which I don't think I'm getting anymore, considering it's less than a week till April, and I haven't gotten anything. I haven't checked recently, but yeah, I did not receive one either when I checked like a week ago. Maybe I should go back to older games like Earth Siege 2 or Free Space. Yeah, I mean, you can go back to whatever. Like recently, currently I'm playing through Majora's Mask in Citra, and that's pretty fun. And I recently just played through Super Paper Mario, which was pretty fun as well. And then, like, a few weeks ago, I played through Breath of the Wild. There's a lot of pretty fun Nintendo games that you can blast through if you're familiar with it. Good old 20-hour story games. Okay. Rayquaza. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, we now have 2 legendaries, which means... Oh, never mind. I was about to say that means 2 different rerolls every 3 minutes, but it looks like they accounted for that, and it does not work that way. What is this one? Raikou? That could be an option for an electric type. Pikachu does seem to be doing pretty terribly. Here's classic tanky Mime. I don't understand it. When enemies have Mr. Mime, it feels like he's unbelievably tanky. When I have Mr. Mime, just absolute trash. Do I play any Hellhalt TD at all? I've never played it, and I will consider it though. If you think that's one of the better tower defenses, I'm always open to it. How in the world am I getting so many legendaries? We have 4 legendaries to pick from now. I think I'm going to go for Rayquaza, because it's an extra dragon type. And Rayquaza, I believe, also has a lifesteal ability or something. Let's see in a moment here. Yeah, Airlock. 60% lifesteal to all friendly Pokemon. Let's go ahead and get... I think that's about as much as we can spend at the moment. But Rayquaza is also one of the best legendaries in the game. If you have DPS-focused Pokemon like Lucario, they just become immortal. Or Rayquaza plus Mewtwo, unbelievable. I don't think we get any other Master Balls, which means we could just throw some regular Pokeballs at these legendaries and see how it goes. Yeah, look at this. All of my Pokemon, except for the ones on the right, are full HP due to that lifesteal aura. This is going to be a pretty long game, I suspect, because it's going so well. But it's tough to say. I don't know how quickly this scales in the 30s. Looks like everyone except for, well, it doesn't really apply. I was going to say everyone except for Yellow is doing well on interest, but Teal, Yellow lost, but Teal is also doing pretty badly. I haven't been following Teal, that's not Teal. I haven't been following Teal that closely, but taking a brief look at his comp, seems pretty solid. My guess here is his mistake was going for Giratina. How do you know if it's legendary? Well, for me, I just know every single Pokemon, like up to 600 or so. Well, this is really only like the first 300, so that's not really worth mentioning. But yeah, I just recognize them. As far as actual distinction, a good rule of... Well, actually, if you use a berry on a Pokemon and it rerolls, that's how you know it's a legendary. Let's put another point into Rayquaza, too slow. Hellhalt is a fun tower defense to watch, where competitive where the games win or lose in decision making. Yeah, strategy tower defenses can be fun, such as Wintermaw Wars. Yeah, there's appeal to those. My only complaint about competitive tower defenses is they tend to keep the grueling, slow pace, which isn't that satisfying. But that's not always the case. But I just feel like most Wintermaw Wars matches with competent players end up going to like the 90-minute mark, and it's like, really could have wrapped up 45 minutes ago, and it would have felt better for it. Alrighty. Rayquaza, 2000. Alright, let's max it out. We now have 100% lifesteal, 2500 damage, and 1300 HP. Just really solid all-rounder. I guess 116,000 gold? What? I don't know if that's a joke. No, that must... Oh, no, that actually might be correct. Because he's dead, he gets 900 interest every round, so his is just stockpiling roughly 1,000 each round. This still seems impossibly high, but yeah. Yeah, 100% lifesteal is so powerful. Even the garbage tier damage Pokemon like Steelix are healing to full. Okay, what are we going for next year? Let's re-roll Suicune. 0% chance I'm taking a Suicune. Zapdos, meh. You know, I will actually use a Pokeball. We're not getting any other Master Balls, so we will try... Okay, yeah. To be expected. I think Legendaries have like a 20% capture chance. So maxed, we can max out Steelix next. I think he also has a Mega, never mind. And then we can also max out Milotic. I'm just going to assume that the new minimum I can safely reach is 6,000. because I'm assuming the interest is getting more aggressive with the percentage. Ooh, enemy Rayquaza, unsurprisingly, just as powerful as allied Rayquaza. This one's not looking good for me. Ooh, that was a bad round. It was a bad round. Okay, 5 leaks. I had 10 lives, so I'm still alive. But yeah, pretty unfortunate. Looks like blue and purple managed quite well. I'm guessing because of the ice types, most likely. And Mewtwo, fantastic tank. I think no, I just use reroll on Zapdos to get Zapdos. And my Lodic is maxed. Kangaskhan. We could. Let's see what ice types we can pick from here. Ice, 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 ice. I think I discarded all the ice types, so I'm going to switch over to Water Finder. Let's try to get another Chansey. It was a success. Okay, that gets me a lot of healing. Rayquaza again? And mine died instantly? I guess it died to the electric. But my Steelix took out the Rayquaza. It's all going to come down. Yeah. Okay, I think we got it. It's pretty bad at first, but fortunately our tank managed to hold. And as a reminder, if you guys are enjoying the stream, don't forget to like. Okay. EVs. Actually, I did want some EVs. For some reason, I kind of zoned out on all these Pokemon up here. So for EV, we could take EV, go for Glaceon. Actually, let's do that. I haven't tried that one out before, but EVs tend to be pretty powerful. Or at a minimum, they have insane attack speed. Oh. Snowcloak. Oh, that's pretty bad. 10 armor to a single target? Okay, so what I was hoping for was more lifesteal. I'm not even sure if it could attack, but 200% lifesteal would be unbelievable. Yeah, the acquisition of the ice type should help a little bit against Gyarados. Not perfect, of course, because water would reduce it, but it should be doing 100% damage. Okay, that's 5 leaks. I had 5 lives, so that is it for my Pokemon Legends journey. Well, that's too bad. That was a pretty solid game, though. Pretty sure 31's a new record for me. Got interest maximized for most of the game. A little behind, but still pretty solid.